I don't know why I did that. It was literally sitting next to me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. We're going to be talking with the creator of PatternCon today, which I am very excited to have my friend Tricia back on. We'll bring her in here in just a second. But I first just want to say hello. Hi, how's it going? It's been like 9 months since I live stream, which I also think was the last time I talked about PatternCon on this channel, except for my video. So, hello, everyone. Hi, hi, hi. Sandra's here. Hi, Anne. Hi, Tricia. Hi, Harvey. Hi, Paula. You were in here before we even started. Hello, everyone. Hi, hi, hi. I hope you all are doing great. I'm also kind of giving time for like whatever ad potentially is at the beginning of this to like go away. So, oh, we got Scotland here. Hello. All right. Well, I think that's enough time. Hopefully, whatever ad has played. So now let's bring in my friend Tricia and we're going to talk all things PatternCon 2026. Hi, Tricia.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Stephanie.
And hi, how you doing?
Don't we just love Stephanie's like collar situation? I love it.
It's a shirt that I wore intentionally, and we'll tell you a little bit more about it when we talk about the classes I'm going to be teaching. But I want to know, so if you are new here, this is my friend Tricia. We met surreptitiously in Seattle, Washington, and basically have been friends ever since, basically when I found her in the social media lounge and after a really horrid class. So
we bonded. I
would say
we both had, well, we knew we had a Blue Man connection.
That's true. But we didn't know that until after we started talking.
True. Well, we did discover it at So Expo.
Yes. But my friend Tricia, speaking of Seattle, when we met originally was like, hey, what about this? Like, what if I did like a PatternCon? I said, say less. I'm there. Like, I've been wanting to do something like this, but my brain is already overwhelmed. And Tricia's brain was already on board PatternCon. So I was like, let's go.
Laser focus.
In case you're new here, that is what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about, one, how awesome of a time PatternCon 2025 was, in case you missed my video on that. And we are going to be talking about the exciting things for PatternCon 2026. So, yes. Tricia, what was your favorite thing about PatternCon 2025, besides it actually coming to fruition?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was just like to see a dream come true. I have no words. My favorite part, I can't say that there's a favorite like part of the event.
Okay.
But I mean, the game show was pretty fun. Let's be real. But
we did good.
Yeah, we threw that together.
Listen, it did great. Minor hiccup.
My favorite part about PatternCon was everybody coming together in community, coming together and just loving on each other and welcoming everyone. Like the fact that people came up and thanked me for giving, like for following this dream and having this space for everyone to come together. That was my favorite part. Like my favorite part was just the love in the room, really, the energy that was there.
It was truly spectacular. I will say this, even though I have been like cheerleader PatternCon, I do very little on the organizational side, which feels a little weird for me to say as a stage manager, but like that's Tricia sees me as a personality. I don't know what's happening right now.
You're a YouTube star.
I'm entertainer now? What happened here?
Don't you just love how us backstage girlies have now become onstage girlies?
Yeah, it's really, listen, I'm here for it, but also like we are all collectively unlearning a lot of things.
Yes.
Right? So like we're getting there. But I will say, while I will be one of the loudest champions for this, and you might think that I'm the one running it, I am not. I am just the voice of like, you should do this thing because it's patterns. And I'm a vintage pattern nerd, and Trish is a pattern nerd, and so it just goes so well together.
All pattern nerds and wannabe pattern nerds are welcome at PatternCon. Yes. Honestly, there's a space for everyone.
Yeah. Emma, I'm so glad you're here then. We love new to sewing folks. and we want
Absolutely.
people to encourage the learning.
Absolutely. And I do want to mention that so one thing I would say I'm really proud of, this was my first ever convention. It felt like running a show, to be honest,
Yeah.
but usually when I'm running a show, and for those of you who don't know me, my name's Tricia, aka Pattern Nerd. Creative Costume Academy is my handle elsewhere on the socials. But I come from my whole career, my whole life. I've been working for live entertainment, big shows like Cirque du Soleil, Blue Man Group, that kind of thing, Disney. So when hosting my first ever convention to 250 people, I felt like I was getting ready for a show. There were things that were similar, but I'm not usually running the whole show. So that was new. But one thing that I was very proud of, that because it's something that's very important to me, was the diversity in that room, was the diversity of our attendees and our teachers, not just in race or background, but also in experience level, in interest as far as sewing, age. We had 12-year-old up to an 81-year-old. We had beginner versus advanced. We had people in wheelchairs. We had men and women. And, there was just a lot of different people represented, because it's really, really important to me that every single person feels welcome at PatternCon.
Absolutely.
So I feel like we did a really good job with that this year, and I want to encourage that. I think we're bringing in some new things for 2026 as well.
Yeah. Thank you, Venus. I do just want to say that, like, one of my favorite things about PatternCon was that for once, like in real life, not on Facebook, not on YouTube, not anywhere, I finally got to feel like I was around my people. Like, we
Yeah.
all sew different things. We all sew different styles. Some people don't understand vintage patterns and don't want to touch them. I couldn't be bothered with a modern pattern unless Julian shoves it in my hand. So, like, that's the thing that was so great, because we all, at the end of the day, loved sewing and loved patterns and how the
Yes.
patterns can relate to and inform us about our shape, our size, and what looks best in our head. We don't care what anybody else thinks, in our
Right.
head, about the
Superpower.
clothes on our body.
And that's a big thing for me with PatternCon, and why I am self-proclaimed pattern nerd, and why I think it's so important. Kind of the driving idea behind PatternCon is pattern making, aka fitting, aka it's a superpower. It's not, it goes beyond sewing, but you
Mhm.
don't have to be an expert sewer before you dive in to pattern
No.
making, because I think learning it in tandem is very important. But it's been, when I've been teaching pattern making for like 12 years in person and now virtually. I say the word pattern making and people are like, that scary term. That's technical. That sounds hard. That's something I can't do. And it's really important it's such a powerful skill.
Mhm.
And it doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. And it's so helpful and so important to have that part while you're learning to sew, while you're trying to create new things. And that's kind of what PatternCon is all about. It's about giving us a place to come together in community, to find our people, to talk with other people who know what seam allowance is and know how
Yeah.
exciting it is when you set that zipper in perfectly the first time. Like, it's not just you kind of talking to your friends or spouse or family or loved one who are like, that's nice, honey.
Yeah,
Like,
that's so great. Uh-huh. I'm
that
gonna go
sounds
this
wonderful,
way.
where we can talk in length about things that we
Yeah.
love. And it's such a solitary hobby for a lot of us, sewing.
Mhm.
So that's a big part of it, but also just to spread this knowledge and this power, that is truly important to me, because it's such a strong, important skill, and it should be celebrated. It
Yeah,
should be celebrated, and it should be accessible to folks.
absolutely.
And so that's what I feel like PatternCon brings to the community too.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, we love a fellow stage manager and event planner. It
Yes.
turns so yes, yes, yes. Here we
I
love.
do want to mention I was a costume maker and not a stage manager.
Yeah, that was me. I'm stage manager,
Stephanie's the stage
costumer.
manager.
Like, that's why when she's like, "Oh, I'm not used to running the whole show," I'm sitting here going, "Yeah, that's
Mhm,
usually my job."
mhm. That's usually her
We do
job.
have a question though for you, and this is for you. Is there a space to apply to be a vendor? I don't know the answer.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
We are looking for vendors and sponsors. We've been kind of focused on the initial teacher lineup and schedule and keynotes because we go into general admission ticket sales this Friday. But so we're like, make sure all of that stuff works. But we absolutely are taking sponsors, partners, vendors right now. You can find out information about that on our website at patterncon.com.
Oh,
And
wait, I got a cool thing. Hang on, ready? Right there.
ah! Look at that. So if you go there and you scroll down, there is a little button somewhere on there that's where you can join the party list and get ahead of tickets. But I thought we had our sponsors. Maybe we don't. We do. We should.
Well, Tricia will note on that.
Yes, I will note on that. We also just moved our website this weekend, so that could have been part of that.
Oh, maybe. All right, let's get us
Can you
back
click
up here.
on the icon at the top? I wonder if that will
Oh,
bring it.
yeah, sure. I'll try. Let's go. Let's play in the PatternCon
The
website.
PatternCon website. So if you go and you want to get on the party list, which is who the tickets will be available to, then it didn't go. So we'll look at
No.
that. So yeah, if you join the party list, that blue button there,
Right
that
here.
is the party list gets access for 24 hours before we open it up to everybody. That's what starts on Friday. We just
Great.
sold our volunteer tickets. We had 50 volunteer tickets. Those sold out in 1 minute this last Friday.
1 minute.
1
Good
minute.
night. Somebody's got some good internet connection.
Yeah, 50 people in 1 minute. So everybody who's on that list will get access to the general admission tickets that go on sale on Friday. And if you did join us this year, we did class registration a little bit differently this year. For next year, we are allowing you to book your classes as soon as you get your tickets. So we have the classes on the website are listed, the class descriptions, and where all that information about teacher bios, like Miss Stephanie.
Because yes, I'll be teaching again next year.
That's right. So if you want to check that out before Friday, you can kind of have a game plan going into what classes you want to pick, because it will be the classes will fill up first come, first serve. So it's better to get your tickets sooner than later so that you make sure that you can sign up for the class. Honestly, you can't go wrong with any of the classes.
True.
One of my hardest things this year getting ready for next year was we had so many wonderful teacher applications and class applications that came through, and it was a really hard choice to pick them because they're just all so great, but due to timing restrictions and fitting everything in, that's why we picked the classes that we picked, and trying to offer, like I said, diversity in all of the classes so that there's a class for everyone.
And also, just making sure, Miss Kate Thrifts, did you make sure you saw that it's in Atlanta this year? So we're not in Charlotte this year. We have moved to Atlanta. We
are moving. So PatternCon is happening August 1st and 2nd of 2026. It will be hosted in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Marriott Marriott Airport Gateway Hotel. I was like, there's so many names in there, but it's the Gateway Hotel, which is really awesome for people who are traveling in from out of town. We always want to make it really easy for people to get to PatternCon. So it is an airport hotel. It's actually a really nice space, a really nice hotel. But if you're flying in, it is. It's super fancy, a lot bigger. If you're flying in, you can take the tram. There's a free tram that runs every 5 minutes.
Nice.
And it's super easy to get to. you. It's really convenient. And then it drops you off right there. So you don't have to Uber anywhere. You don't have to do anything. And then if you wanted to like rent a car for the day or something like that, you take one more tram stop and you're at the rental car place. We actually did that when we went to visit this last week.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And rent it. Like if there are a couple places that you wanted to hit, you know, you might want to rent a car. It'll be cheaper than trying to Uber everywhere.
Yeah.
And it makes it really easy. I mean, we just took the tram, picked up our car, went and did our things all day, dropped off our car and took the tram back to the hotel. So that's really nice.
That's awesome. Okay. So 2025 was like the beginning year, right? Like first time out, we're all learning things. So now that we know what our favorites from 2025 were, what exciting new things do we have in store for us for 2026, Tricia?
Oh, yes. Well, the overwhelming feedback, we did do a survey. You know, we want this to be what you guys want, what you guys need, what you guys want, what's going to help you the most. So most of the feedback was they had a blast. They loved it. They loved the hands-on classes. They loved the diversity of classes. But the overwhelming kind of feedback was more. You wanted more classes, you wanted more time, you wanted more of everything. So we still are keeping it just the 2 days, only because we want to make it really easy for people to come. We want to keep the ticket price as low as we can because every additional day is thousands and thousands of dollars. Yeah. So we have packed the schedule this year. We've tried to add more. We have 2 amazing keynotes. We did have wonderful keynotes this year, but we have the amazing Kenneth D. King. He was a virtual keynote for this year. He's coming in person this year. Yes. So he couldn't make it. He had a scheduling conflict for 2025, but he was the first call. I was like, Kenneth, are you coming? So he's going to be there in person. I'm actually doing a live with him on Instagram tomorrow if you guys want to hear more about that.
Nice.
So he will be our Sunday keynote speaker. And then we have a Saturday keynote speaker with the very quirky, very lovable, very pattern nerdy Cornelius Quiring. If you guys followed him on YouTube. I'm very excited to meet him in person. So he will be a keynote for Saturday. Both these keynote sessions are included in the ticket price. So are all of the 44 classes offered and available. We have more meals. We had food and snacks this year, but we are doing a breakfast and a lunch on Saturday, and we're doing a brunch for everybody on Sunday. We're extending the hours we're starting a little earlier, which I know wasn't everybody. It's not necessarily my favorite thing.
How early, Tricia?
I think, let me look the schedule. I think we're opening doors at like 7:30.
Oh, girl.
But classes, you don't have to think until like 8-ish.
Does an IV of coffee come with my vendor slot?
No, but there is a Starbucks on the premises.
Oh, okay.
So, and now I've lost you. Darn it. Hold on. Am I can you even see me?
Oh, we see you.
Okay,
you
good.
are here.
I
have a question. Will any classes be filmed for YouTube or any other platform?
We are not filming classes because this is like a lot of our teachers and everything do teach a lot virtually. So this is kind of the unique part about PatternCon is that you're coming in person. And also because the teacher's content is owned by the teacher, like us as PatternCon are not going to film their classes and then use it without acknowledging or appreciating the teacher's content. So we do want to start trying to think about how we can include a virtual aspect in future years. But again, that leads into technology because the next most expensive thing outside of the venue itself is the AV. Yeah. So just getting AV stuff, but we aren't there yet. We are looking forward to that. Hopefully sometime in the future.
Oh, we got a Julian.
Hey, Julian. What's
up?
Julian. Julian is one of our 20 teachers. So he has 2 fabulous classes that he's offering. I'm really excited about bringing Julian in and having him.
He had FOMO last year. He was so mad.
Total FOMO last year. I tried.
Oh,
Lilia had major FOMO too, and she'll be there too.
All right.
So
So we have awesome keynote speakers.
we have awesome
Now,
keynote speakers.
last
We have
year,
more food.
yeah.
We're bringing the game show back because everybody loved that. So that is
Oh
where
no, I have to go be a ham on stage in front of people again. Rats.
it's great. And you get to see all the teachers like fight for the Pattern Master Award.
Oh,
So
it's so funny.
and we had a winner for this year, and then we are going to do a little fireside chat with Miss Jennifer Stern before we go into the game show. And then we'll see if she can retain her crown. So that'll be fun. And we're also adding in a panel discussion about clothing survivor bodies. So creative fitting for survivor bodies, which is very
awesome.
near and dear to my event plan. So it's me. I'm the vision holder and know about sewing and pattern making. And then my partner in crime is Caitlin. And she knows nothing about sewing or entertainment, but she is the convention person,
Yeah.
the convention info part of this group. So Caitlin does not know how to sew at all, although I think we're inspiring her.
I think we are.
She's going to be hosting that panel. So I think that, and coming from a lot of different viewpoints for that, for the surviving bodies. So very excited about that. So we are extending the hours. We are starting a little earlier. We are also opening up registration Friday evening. So, because that held people and kind of got a bottleneck on Saturday morning for this year. So we are opening it up. TBD on the time exactly, but we are opening it up so you can come in on Friday, register, get your lanyard and everything. So you just walk in ready to go in the morning with breakfast and coffee. And then, so we're starting a little earlier. We are still going till 6 on Saturday, but we are extending. We only went till 2 on Sunday. This year, we're extending it till 4 p.m. on Sunday. Okay. So trying to fit in some extra goodies. And then we have a very special VIP night, which will be happening on Saturday. That is an optional upgrade. And that is an intimate evening with both of our keynotes. So Kenneth and Cornelius, you will be in an intimate room. We're only allowing 100 seats for that. We do have room for 400 seats at PatternCon. 50 of those are already gone. But we are only allowing 100 people for the VIP night. And I want to tell you that's another reason to grab your ticket as soon as possible, because those are also first come, first serve. And we almost have 50 of those gone. We almost have half of them gone. Wow. So that will be extra time with the keynotes, getting to ask some Q&A, getting to hear some special stories that they're not going to be sharing in their other main keynote. So that is another thing that we're offering for people. And I'm just going to tease this because we haven't finalized things, but just to put it on people's radar, we are trying to do an optional add-on for the Monday. So if you guys are considering, we are pricing things out, trying to figure out logistics, but there may be an opportunity for people to go and visit some local fabric stores on Monday.
I was just going to say, we had a question about the big, I'm assuming you mean Fine Fabrics?
Yeah, because I did a reel about it, so I'm sure
Fine Fabrics, y'all. Fine Fabrics is an experience.
It's like the LA Fabric District in a building.
In one building. It's magical. Love it.
Everything you could possibly imagine. So that one is, and Michelle, that one is the closest to the hotel. So that would definitely be on our hit list. Yeah, so that one is the closest fabric store to the hotel. So I've already been there twice.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And we're talking with them about trying to get them in as a vendor as well. And then I see Michelle's also question about the ticket price. So we're not trying to keep the ticket price. It's just there's a lot of information to share. The tickets this year for 2025 were $357. And I really, you guys, I'm moving heaven and earth to try to not increase up too much. This for 2026, they are $399. So we have not even increased it by $50. We are in a much bigger city. My costs as the event coordinator have doubled, more than doubled from this year. So we are doing everything we can to keep it affordable for you guys, but they are $399. Like I said, that includes everything that happens in the main stage, prizes that we're giving out, swag bags, all the food, the hot meals, access to all 44 classes, both keynote speakers, vendor alley, where Stephanie will be there with her amazing patterns and fabric, and all the other vendors. And all of that is included for the $399. Travel and lodging is not, but one of the perks of coming to PatternCon is we do have special discounted rates for the hotel. We have it, and then they're actually cheaper than they were at the hotel this year in Charlotte. So it's $119 a night.
That's great.
For anybody going to PatternCon. Yeah. So that's a really good deal. They do charge for parking, so that's something to consider, but we do get a discounted rate for parking as well if you're considering coming in for parking.
And yes, that's the price with those meals that Tricia mentioned. The meals
Correct.
are not an upcharge. Those meals are part of that $399.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
We do have another question about historical costume teachers, and I did figure it out. I just didn't see the button originally. There, you can. So when you're on PatternCon, you can go to the right-hand side of that logo and click on the PatternCon teachers, and it takes you to the whole list of everybody. So if you're wondering who it is, that's how you would want to see it.
Great. And honestly, Julia, I don't know these teachers that you have listed. I am going to ask Stephanie to send me that information and I will look them up.
Oh, Lady Rebecca's a friend of mine. Like
awesome.
I didn't know you didn't know her. I
don't know her. I mean, I'm a fan of all the things, but the internet is wide and vast.
That is very true. Very true.
But we do have Connie coming back. Connie was Connie Spots was who was a commander for the Navy. She's a retired commander, Dr. Connie Spots. Actually, I met her at Costume Society of America, and she's a fellow pattern nerd as well. But her focus is history. So we do have 2 classes from her, and you guys, I have to teach. So I can't take any fun classes, but she's offering a drafting, like talking about different historical drafting systems. And then her other class is talking about the Keister system, which she did her thesis on. And I personally requested her to teach that class because she did give a lecture on it. And it was so fascinating and inspiring as just like women pattern makers, back in the day and able to support themselves like in 1920s and things like that. And so she's going to be speaking about that. We also have Sumali Eaton, who will be doing a class on her Anne Boleyn cosplay costume and talking about and having like actual understructure pieces that you can look and dive into. And she'll be talking about like the way that she constructed that. So we do have a couple of historical classes to fit everything in, I can't wait till we have a week long of PatternCon and we can have all of it.
Oh, that'd be so great. But yes, also I do want to say, I felt like, and I was a part of this too, I gave away stuff, but I felt like I don't think there was maybe like 50 people that didn't win something. Like I felt like there were just so many prizes, everything that like almost everyone won something. So like,
and everybody's included in that. Vendors can win stuff. Teachers can win stuff. Volunteers can win stuff. Yeah, we have lots of prizes. And our coveted this year we and Caitlin was like, what are we doing for centerpieces? And I'm like, centerpieces? I don't know. And I'm a person who's like, I don't like presents that aren't useful.
Right? Same.
I came up, I was like, whatever it is, because we're going to give it away, it has to be something that will be useful to people. Well, we landed on like the mother load. Everybody loved the centerpieces and everybody went home with them. So those are coming back with a different twist. There's lots of prizes. Prizes are included in your ticket price as well.
We do have a question. So you mentioned about Monday. So will they be able to add the hotel at the discount rate? Should that happen?
I will need to go back to negotiations with the hotel on that if there's a big interest and see if they're available. Currently, we have TBD. Like I said, I need to make sure I can make Monday happen.
Right.
And what that is. I probably, Caitlin might be mad that I am teasing it, but maybe not. We're working on it. I literally am like giving information out as soon as it comes in.
Mhm.
So right now we have the discounted rate for Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night.
Great.
And there is an option that I may be able to add more, but that turns into a contract change. And so it
Right.
just takes time. So if there is a big interest, if a lot of people are wanting to stay over on the Monday night, and I can see, I can't promise. It's
Right.
part of a contract negotiation.
So, yes, there were prizes and they were gift bags. That is correct.
Yes,
And gift
that's right.
bags were for everybody.
Everybody
We do have
gets
a
a gift.
question from Michelle. How much is VIP? Do you know yet?
Great. Yeah, the VIP night, the with the keynotes is 50. It's a $50 upgrade.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
great. That's a really reasonable VIP
Yeah.
upgrade.
Yeah. And that's for both VIPs. We'll do like a 45-minute session with Kenneth and a 45-minute session with Cornelius.
That's
And
great.
that will be Saturday night. So Saturday, the regular programming will go until about 6 p.m. And then the keynote or the VIP will start at 7:30.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I do just want to say, for those of you, if you're like starting to be like, well, I don't know, Stephanie, why haven't you said anything? We know you're teaching. What are you teaching? I am teaching. I've got 2 classes this year, but I will also have my vendor booth. So the vendor booth I will be at the rest of the time. But when I'm teaching my 2 classes, it is going to be vintage patterns demystified, where I bring in unprinted patterns from like the 30s and 40s that are like pretty badly damaged, missing heckin' pieces, so that you can feel them and see them and ask questions about them in person with me, the person who's been doing this for like 12 years. So like I've been dealing with these patterns for so long that it comes naturally to me,
And
but I want to show you that it
like
can come naturally to you too.
they
Because they're
aren't like
really not
the
that hard.
modern patterns that we see. They're very different with very limited information. So I mean, it's a great class, especially
Yeah.
if you're interested in vintage patterns.
And I'm also going to be doing, ta-da, the blouse that I made. I can't stand up because I'm too close. Ta-da. So this is my Rethrifticing class where we talk about how you make garments. This was a 100% silk Banana Republic extra small dress that I turned into a blouse for Wicked, and
I love it.
I used the entire button placket all the way down. So I will be showing you how I make things like this. And if I encourage people that if there's something that's been in your closet and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with this, bring it along. Because when I
Yeah.
did this last time, we had so many good ideas that like I would come up with an idea and then somebody in the audience would have an idea. So they would listen to that idea. So it's basically a giant brainstorm of like, how do we
Yeah.
utilize the clothes that are in our possession already that cost exactly 0 doll hairs to fix around to something we want to wear, right?
Yeah.
If it's sitting in your closet, you're not wearing it.
Mhm.
Like you know what pieces I'm talking about.
Mhm. Mhm.
So you have to do things like that.
And I just, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I just posted about a vest that I upcycled. And
It's
if
so
you
cute.
want like an idea of something like what she's talking about, you can go and check that out. And it's something that I do all the time because I can. Like
Yeah.
that vest did not fit me anymore. And I made it fit because that's what pattern making, that's what upcycling, that's what these skills can offer you,
Yes.
is that there is no limits.
Yeah. And I agree, Sue. Like, honestly, I'm gonna look at even for my booth, I'm like, how can I sneak away to some classes and make myself better? Right? Because like
I'm so jealous.
I I love things like this. I love the fact that like you're in this room with from beginners to like absolute experts, doctorates in their field. So you have the whole range and
Yeah.
chaos gremlins like me. Um to be able to teach each other in the thing
Yes.
that you find the most interesting.
Knowledge share. Yeah.
So it
And
really was fabulous.
and I will tell you, Stephanie's classes were packed. this year. So again, I want to encourage you, get on the party list if you want to be able to have your choice of what
Yeah.
classes you want to, because they will fill up. We just have, honestly, but you can't go wrong. There's
Yeah.
so many fabulous classes. There
No,
really
they
are.
really they really, really were.
I
Um
one thing I want to mention about classes
mhm.
is I really wanted to have more cosplay involved this year. Like I said, it's a lot. It's a lot to get a little of everything. But cosplay, and we're also have Lynn Branley of Sewn Adaptive. Um,
That's so great.
so we have like adaptive sewing, making adaptive alterations. We do have Denise, who I actually know Denise from Chapel Hill. When I moved to North Carolina, I kind of audited some classes at their oh my gosh, their advanced program over there.
Nice.
And I met Denise. So she's been a graduate from them, but she loves cosplay, has done several cosplay, been involved in the cosplay. She's teaching like duct tape pattern making and
Yes.
how to work with thermoplastics and like Wonderflex, like
That's
different
the one I wanna
materials.
be in, the thermoplastics. I'm like, "I wanna know how to do that."
I know, right? So, there's cool stuff like that. And then there's just, and I want to let you know, we are, another thing that's kind of like not been finalized. We may have sewing machines available, but the majority of the classes, actually all of the classes, are meant without having to use a sewing machine. The
Mhm.
reason for that is there's so much prep that happens to ensure
Right.
that when you go to the machine, it's successful. We're
Yes.
talking about fitting, measuring, drafting, and that's what PatternCon really focuses on. Again, this is something that we want to add in, but this only being the second year,
Yeah.
we're still working things out, and we are really focusing more on the drafting, the fitting, learning about different techniques and things like that.
That's so great. Sandra says it was already so hard to choose which classes to take.
Yeah, and Sandra and Sue are both volunteers, so that's why they know a lot more about the classes, because they've already picked and registered. That was one of the perks of being a volunteer, is they got to
Yep.
pick and register for their classes. And I will point this out. I am in the process of making a video of how to choose classes, so I just want to talk a little bit about that, if you don't mind, Stephanie.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Because as soon as you purchase a PatternCon ticket, so Friday when tickets go on sale to the party list, as soon as you've purchased your ticket, you'll get an option to join the VIP upgrade if you want, if they're still available. And then after that, you'll get access to book your classes as soon as you've gotten your ticket. So we are using a software to make it easy, because how it works is there's going to be 3 different sessions, 2 sessions on Saturday, 1 session on Sunday.
Okay.
In those sessions, we have longer classes, like 4-hour classes, and then we have like 2-hour classes, and then we have 1-hour classes. The longer, if you pick a 4-hour class in a particular session, that will be happening at the same time as all the other classes
Yeah.
in that block. So if you pick the longer class, that's the only class you would take for that session. But all the 2-hour classes happening in that one session would be happening at the same time, just to keep our schedule
Mhm.
making sense. As a stage manager, I'm sure you understand.
Yep. No, that
And
makes
then
total sense
all
to
the
me.
1-hour classes are happening at the same time. So what you'll be prompted to do, when you'll have time to look through, and we advise that you look through all the classes, kind of pick your top choices before you
Mhm.
go into actually submitting which ones you want to sign up for. But you're going to be prompted to sign up for your longer class first. So you're not going
Mhm.
to see the 1-hour classes listed until you've picked your your longer class. So if you pick the 4-hour class, you're not ever going to see the 1-hour classes, because you won't be able to take them.
Yep.
You'll only see the 4-hour and the 2-hour classes. But then if you pick a 2-hour class, then another list will open up that will show you the 1-hour
Oh,
classes
okay.
that are available in there.
Great.
And because it's first come, first serve, the software knows how many seats we have for each class. So if you don't see that class listed, it means that it was booked and it's no longer available. But like
Got
we
it.
said, all of them are good. But it's a little confusing because people are like, where's the 1-hour classes that I wanted to take? And people wanted to take 2 1-hour classes in the same session. But the thing is, they're happening at the same time.
Yeah.
So, just there's a lot to 44 classes over 2 days.
Yeah, that's a lot.
A lot of Tetrising.
Yep. A lot of
But that's
spreadsheets
how it
right
works.
there.
So when you get
Spreadsheets.
to that point. Thank you, South Point. That's how it's going to work. And I am working on a video, and we have updated the language in there to hopefully make it we're trying to make it as easy and fluid as possible. And once you've submitted your classes, you can't go back and change them. So there is an option where you can like see the schedule as you've put it before you submit. So
Yeah.
really, really read through everything and make sure that those are the selections you want to make, because we can't go in and make changes afterwards. But once you submit, you're going to get an email, which for everyone so far has ended up in their junk and spam. So please check those folders.
Good to know. Check your junk mail.
You will get a PDF printout of your class schedule so that you have it to keep and you'll know. And we have record of this as well. So if you forget by the time it comes around, we'll be reminding you.
Good. That's awesome. Yeah. Now, my question, and you don't have to say, but I know last year, it was really lovely as a vendor. We had, I think there was 8 of us total, right? 8, 10?
Yeah, 8, maybe 10, including me. I had a booth too.
Yeah, because you had, Mm-hmm. So my question is, are there going to be more vendors, the same number of vendors?
We're hoping for more vendors. I don't remember the exact number, but we have our space is a lot bigger in every way.
Great.
The rooms are bigger because we need space to draft. And that was something that we learned. Yeah. And so we're being mindful of that and bigger table space. Our ballroom is bigger. It's wider. So we can fit more vendors. We are, and something I'm asking, especially local people to Atlanta, if there's a particular vendor, a particular fabric store that you want to see at PatternCon, I am doing my due diligence, reaching out. Hey, this amazing thing's coming. It's going to be a great opportunity, but it helps me so much if you guys go into like Fine Fabrics, if you guys go into these stores that you want to see at PatternCon and tell them that you want to see them there, because then it's proof that I'm not just this crazy person telling them about an event that I think is awesome, of course, because I created it. You know what I mean? So if there's a particular vendor, or I'm happy. I really tried to get Wawak as a sponsor or vendor, and we went back and forth 6 different emails, and it just never happened. So if there's a particular company that you're like, you guys need to come to PatternCon, please reach out to them, because the more that they hear from different sources, they're going to be like, what's this PatternCon thing I need to be a part of? And that really helps. So yeah, we are trying to get more vendors, and I did try for this year too, but it's just hard. It was hard when it had never happened before. So and hearing from
reminder for folks, like if you're just joining us or you haven't heard of PatternCon before, that's because literally this is the 2nd year. Last year was the very first year. That video and
by last year we mean this August, August 2025.
Oh God, it's still 2020.
Yeah, it was only a few months ago that it actually happened.
No, it can't. No, it's been definitely a year since.
I know it feels like a while. It's been a tricky thing going right. Not last year.
Right, JK. It was definitely this year. Definitely this year. So this past August 2025 was the very first year. So this is what Tricia has done is 1, miraculous in this economy. 2, is miraculous in the fact that enough pattern people or people who want to be pattern people have been interested in this idea and are coming, and so much so that they want to come again and they want it bigger and better. So that is something to round of applause, Tricia, in the chat, because holy crap, that's a feat. Sorry, I know it's my channel, but YouTube doesn't like that. So the thing with that is like, that is such a feat. So I just can't stress enough how thankful I am that you did this, that you wanted to do this, because my happy little butt was like, I'll come play. Let's go.
And really, thank you. It has been a lot of work. I just feel like I've been sprinting all year because we didn't start planning. We didn't start coming all the way from Sweden. That must be Maya. We had 4 different countries represented this year. I think we had 30 something states. And we didn't go into this. I held a retreat this year. I was gonna say last year, and so much has happened. For 20 people, and that was fitting their slopers. That sold out in 45 seconds. Wow. our volunteer tickets, before anyone even knew what PatternCon was, our volunteer tickets for 2025 sold out in 2 minutes. And we had 250 people there this year. And overwhelmingly, people were like, like the pressure was on. I was like, I got through the first PatternCon. Cool. Now I can go into the other things that I have to do for my business. But they were like, when's the next one? When's the next? I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me get on that.
Yeah.
And so, like,
also that was me too. I did that to her too.
And it's a great problem to have. So it has been a huge labor of love. Thank God. I couldn't have done it without Caitlin. I couldn't have done it without the support from like Stephanie and the teachers, and who really believed in this vision, and everybody who came to 2025 going, I don't know what this is, but I feel like it's something I want to go to.
Yep.
I'm doing it because this wasn't like this is something I want to do, I'm just going to throw it out there. Like, I have been researching and kind of talking with people, talking about it, making sure that this is what people want. And I'm telling you, they're hungry for it. I cannot get it out, and I cannot get my information out fast enough. I'm like, guys, I'm working on it. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Like,
you did it good, friend. That's what happened.
Thank you. Yeah. It's honestly, and I truly want it to be, this is something that I selfishly want. That's why I'm sad I can't take classes. Cause I'm like, I want to take all these fun classes. Like, I want to hang out with all puppy. Is this Marshmallow?
Yes, this is Marshmallow. He was like, mother, attention, please.
Yeah. Mine's ignoring me because he's pouting somewhere. But yeah, this is I want it to be fun for everyone. Like, I'm so glad to hear, Stephanie, that you had so much fun, as a vendor, as a teacher. We really, we're going to have a special night with the teachers. And this really, it was a call of like, everybody come, please help make this happen. And like I said, I'm trying my damnedest, and maybe I shouldn't say that word, but
no, you're right. That one's fine.
To keep it affordable for people. But when I tell you I'm moving heaven and earth to keep the ticket price where it is, it's a lot.
Oh,
like
I'm sure
all of your ticket money is what pays for the event. Nobody's over here rocking in the dough. It's about the mission and making it come to fruition. And everybody from the teacher, to everybody planning, to our vendors, is like on board with that dream and that mission, because we just want to see it happen. And I'm so thankful to all the attendees who believed in me enough to come to the first year and then loved it so much that they are like, when are we going next year? And you guys have been like really driving it. So I'm very excited.
I'm just so excited for this year. I do have a question for the chat though. So you now know the classes that are happening. You now know that I'm coming as a vendor. I need you to tell me what you want me to bring, because it's in Atlanta. So we're closer this year. So there is a potential that maybe Stephanie doesn't fly. Maybe she drives. So I need to know in the chat. You tell me what I need to start like planning to bring, because like it might be a little easier to get a larger amount of stuff there.
Yeah. So, yeah. What do you guys
I know Tricia wants fabric. I've already noted that.
Well, because everybody wants fabric. And we are bringing back one thing that was quite a successful this year. And I know I like strong arm Stephanie to bring fabric this year. And you did sell some fabric though.
I did. I did indeed. Maya took a good chunk home.
Yeah. Maya was collecting Maya must have come with a second suitcase. Pink chiffon. There she is.
She's laughing because that's what she bought me out of.
I know she also went to what was it? Melanated silk. Mulberry
melanated silks. Fabric.
Mulberry silks.
Nice.
Mulberry silk in North Carolina. She was the winner of our gift card for Mulberry silks, and then she went and like bought a bunch of fabric over there too. So that's what I'm saying. She must have brought an extra suitcase.
She also won mine. So like
Oh wow. Yeah. So we also have, like, in addition to the vendors, this was something because I was really trying to get fabric, especially with Joanne's closing. I was trying to
Yep.
get fabric at PatternCon this year. So what we did was
Had a bag in the bag. Love it.
bag in a bag. We have a fabric swap table. So if
Yeah.
you have fabrics, notions, patterns, things that have been sitting in your stash that you're never going to use, you can bring and leave as much as you'd like, or
Yeah.
but you cannot take anything unless you have brought something.
Right.
So it was great. A lot of people picked up stuff from that. So we are going to bring that back
Oh, good.
again, which is just fun. But yeah, we are there. Yeah. So even though Anna bought a bunch of fabric, she also, visited the swap table as well.
Oh, now this is an interesting idea. Are we going to bring some type of merchant since all the volunteer t-shirts were super cool and I'm still a touch salty there wasn't something like that for the teachers, wink wink nudge nudge.
Oh. Okay. We usually have PatternCon merch. We will be designing a couple of t-shirts for next year. The volunteers, they get their own special t-shirts. And
Which
we
are
are
super cool.
doing two. We will note about the teachers and the teacher
Just saying,
teachers.
wink wink nudge nudge.
You know. So we have t-shirts. We also had like pencils and erasers, and a lot of the classes now, Stephanie's classes don't require a kit fee. That's something I should probably mention. So the classes are included. All the classes are included. Some of the classes, not all of them, will also have an additional kit fee, and they are clearly listed on the class description, so whether you're going to have an additional fee for that class. So do pay attention to that. There's also supplies that you need to bring to the class, like if there's special supplies, like Stephanie's saying, bring something out of your closet that you don't wear anymore to her class. So both of those things are listed in the class description. A lot of the classes are obviously pattern drafting, so they are using a lot of the same materials. But if you're new to pattern drafting, you might not have those materials, like this pokey wheelie thing
That made everyone big salty last year or this past August.
Pattern paper, special rulers. So we do offer a convention kit, which includes all of those tools that you would need in all of those drafting classes. So you don't have to like bring all that stuff. You can just purchase it, have it ready to go when you show up, when you register, and we will give that to you. So that's an option. And we do like PatternCon branded erasers and pencils for that, but you can also purchase those things separately. And maybe there's also, you all get a pin in your swag bag, a pattern, because I'm an enamel pin girl. So, and we're going to do a new one every year so that hopefully you'll like want to collect them, that kind of thing. So we do have some PatternCon merch, but
I love that.
Crowns for the teachers. Ooh, that's a fun idea, Sue. I like that. We are going to have a little special class. We are going to have a little special teacher session. I always like, because like this last year, I didn't get to see any of my teachers because I was doing so many other things, and I was like, I want to see my teachers.
Yep.
So we do a little thing to hang out.
Will kit fees be paid day of?
Yes, because those kit fees go directly to the teacher. So, this year, I think because it'll be up to the teacher whether they offer digital payments like Cash App, or a lot of them I think do make that available, or the easiest thing is to bring cash. And like we said, they are listed in the description, so you will know if it's $20 for this class, and they're usually minor extra fee, but it all is all clearly, and that is paid day of in the class to the teacher.
And directly. Yes, you heard Tricia right. My two classes, $0 hairs extra. Like you just need to bring you and a thing, like if you have a pattern that you have a question about, you can bring that, but like to the pattern one. So like mine don't, because I want to be able to offer you my knowledge without you having to pay more. Yeah. Because I understand, like I can see the economy we're in. It's fine. I acknowledge that. So I don't feel the need to teach a class that requires extra stoof that you know, it,
And the extra kit fees are for specialized things that you would need
yeah,
for that class. Like,
yeah.
I don't even
There's
think
nothing
Connie.
wrong with the kit fee. There's
Right,
nothing
like,
wrong with it. I just
and like I
personally
said,
don't do that.
I think maybe the most expensive one is like $40.
Yeah,
But it's like extra class materials, special fabric, things like that that might not be something that you would have. It's
yeah.
something that they are bringing. So that the teacher is paying to create those materials for you. So you're basically just paying the teacher back.
Will
Is how that.
serenade be there? Helen, I need you to elaborate because I don't know what that means. Do you
I
know?
don't know what that means.
I
Serenade.
don't know what that means. Helen, let us know in the comments. I'm not sure what you're asking. I like
Yeah.
this one. Have to dig out my drafting kit. Yes, do it. Bring it.
Yes. Yes. And we will have, that's what basically my vendor table is like. You can buy the t-shirts, and then I did not bring enough paper. Everybody ran out of paper. So I will have all the special pattern paper. I also want to mention, so Kenneth King is coming as our keynote. He is releasing his new book, speaking of doll hairs, uh, his new book, which is about doll couture red carpet. And that is
Ooh,
coming out right now. We will be selling those books at the event, and
that's
he will
cool.
be doing a book signing. So
Awesome.
you'll be able to get your book signed by him.
Serena. I don't
Oh,
know if Serena actually did. Did she offer to teach it or be there?
she didn't apply to teach. I would love to have Serena
Okay.
come.
Well, we can talk. I can talk to her and see. We'll see if she's got it
I
in
know
her
she's
busy,
got a
busy
lot
schedule.
going on right now too. And I think
Yeah.
she's in Europe at the moment. So
Yeah, she's in Zurich. I'm not jealous at all. I'm like, I'm in Florida. Take
not at
me with
all.
you. Oh, I'm so glad you're so stoked. I am honestly, I am too. I'm like, can it be like next? Can it be now?
I
I would like
know
it to be
that's the
now.
hardest part about doing. So the reason that we wanted to do ticket sales now, and I do understand the economy, which is why, like I said, we are trying so hard to make this affordable and accessible to everyone. But
Mhm.
I'm also trying to not lose my butt
Right.
in throwing this event. But honestly, it's important to me, and the reason, I mean, I've already said why PatternCon, but the other part of this that I feel is really important to say is that this skill, you will leave with superpowers.
Yeah.
These are skills. I am sitting right now in a house that I bought myself with money I made with these skills that I am helping to teach at
Yeah.
PatternCon. Like, these are skills that will help you if you want to turn your hobby into a business, to make clothes that make you feel confident so that you can go out and make more money. Like, these are life skills, and that is important to me. So yes, it is like maybe more than you would spend on another event, but it is an investment in your skills. It
Yeah.
is a leveling up situation, and networking, like meeting
Yeah.
other people who are doing this as well. We have a lot of people who've connected just from this year. So that's another thing too. But yeah, it's the hardest part. We wanted to do this kind of at this time of year so that you can ask your loved ones if this is something you would like for a holiday gift, something
Yeah.
you're actually going to use, an investment, so we thought about that and why we're doing it this time of year. But it's so hard because it's going to be like, oh, I got to wait like 8 months, but it helps me because then I can plan everything. It won't be as so
Yeah.
rushed.
And then are the two VIP talks separate or two together?
They are separate. So Cornelius will be our keynote speaker for Saturday, and Kenneth will be our keynote speaker for Sunday.
Great. We
Yeah.
got a thank you, Grams. It's so cute. And then I
Aww.
love this. Industry conferences for their day job cost so much more than this. And that is so true for most of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been to a couple of conferences that cost a lot more as well. I
Yeah.
mean, we really are trying to,
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't we
because
all?
you just to make it happen. Yeah.
Don't we all?
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Like I said, we really, a lot of thought goes into every decision around pattern making. This isn't something that we're throwing together around PatternCon. Like, this isn't, everything is thought out in a way to make your experience the best that it can be. Like, we really
Yeah.
have you guys in mind the whole time. We want you to leave PatternCon and be like, that was amazing, and I can't wait to come back, and you have all your new best friends and all your new skills, and you're inspired to go home and get into it. And yeah, so
It's
thank
gonna
you
be
for
so
the support. I
awesome.
really appreciate it.
But I do wanna just say, I think we're close to our hour, and I know
Yeah.
Tricia has got a very busy schedule.
And
And
you
I mean,
too.
to be fair, so do I.
Yeah.
But I just wanna say really quickly, if anyone has, like, one more, like, quick question, let me know, like, type it in real fast, and we'll take, like, the next couple minutes and just do this, and then we will wrap this up. But I
And
do love this. Even at
yeah,
250, it still felt like an intimate conference. I will completely agree, because
yeah,
I felt like when I left, I had at least said hello or talked to 75% of the people that were there. And
yeah.
not just because I was vending, like, in the classes, just in the hotel. It was
And
lovely.
everybody was so lovely. That was a major feedback I got from the teachers, was that all of our attendees were so sweet, so loving, so just interested and eager to learn, and
Yeah,
that makes me really happy. It's just
yeah,
we're just attracting just the best people. And while we're waiting to see if there's any last minute questions, I'll just give a rundown again on how to get tickets, how to find out more information. Please visit patterncon.com. Super
yep,
easy. Patterncon.com. You can also find out, I have an Instagram, pattern.con, for just PatternCon stuff, and the links and everything are on that account. Also at my Creative Costume Academy account, you'll see all the information. But tickets, general admission tickets, go on sale this Friday, December 5th at 6 p.m. Eastern. And to get access, you have to be on the party list. So right there is that big blue button that says get on the party
yep.
list. You put your email in there, and you should get an email from me which tells you how it all will work. If for some reason you don't see that email, you can't find it, or you're like, I just don't know where to go, tell me what to do. hello@creativecostumeacademy.com is our email. Please email us questions. It'll be much easier for us to help you if you email me, and instead of like sending DMs or Facebook Messenger, because sometimes I get questions and I'm like, I don't know, I have to find the link, I have to do the thing. But yeah, get on the party list. Tickets go on sale this Friday, December 5th. And remember, classes fill first come, first serve. VIP night fills first come, first serve. So if there's certain classes that you really want to make sure that you're getting in on, then you'll want to get your ticket sooner than later.
Yeah.
And I'm
And if
telling
you
you, we have over 600 people on that party list right now. And there are a lot of people who are upset they didn't get a volunteer ticket. So,
Oh, no.
and we only have 350 left. So,
Yep.
another reason to be on the party list. If you're like, this is for sure something that I want, it would be my best case scenario that we sold out in 24 hours.
Right? That would be
But,
awesome. Yes,
yeah,
we'll all cross our fingers for cheaper flights for everyone. And if you
yes,
do have questions about what 2025 was like this year, I do have a whole video on it
yeah,
here on my channel. It's me in a big pattern, like right in front of my table, um, where I sort of break down like how it went for me personally. It's not a proper event review because I was too much behind the scenes, right?
yeah,
But it does have, just like, if you're wondering, if you're curious what it was like, there are those options that those are there too.
yeah.
And if you are a member, there might be a super secret video of the entire game show that I edited for you at a certain
Mhm.
level. I don't remember which level it is. I will go look though. Do we have any more questions though? This is the email again. So if you have
Yeah.
any questions, you're having any issues, hello at Creative Costume Academy. How do you say that?
Creative Costume Academy. I know.
No, I mean, like, how do you say that quickly? Like, that's so hard.
CCA. That's how we say it.
I love it.
Yeah, shame you're over on the other side of the world, motorsport queen. Oh, I wish so too. I mean, Maya's coming from Sweden, so
Yeah, that is
um,
true.
I would love to take it to Europe at some point, because Charlotta, I would love to have Charlotta involved. We got to start somewhere, and this is where we're starting right
Yep.
now.
Yeah.
But so far it's going well, and if you guys keep showing up and we keep selling tickets, then I can get bigger. And to Sue's comment about it being intimate, You know, we had 250 people this year. We wanted to make it bigger and give you more without losing that intimacy. So we are opening it up to 400 people this time, but it's still, we are keeping that in mind. Like I said, like that is a big part of it, is we want people to feel like it's community. And that's why we do a lot of the main sessions in the main ballroom. That is like your home base. That's where we're hanging out. And there's a lot of activity and stuff that happens in that main room outside of your class session. If you didn't go to any classes, you would still get a lot of value out of the weekend. And our vendor alley, so where Stephanie will be, is right in that room. So you are walking through vendor alley. Like there's no way you can miss it, which is really important to me, because we're all here to, you know, pay bills too.
Oh, I love it. It's in Australia. Let's go.
Australia. Oh, I know. I want to make
but
it.
I feel like my friend would be very mad at me if it wasn't in Perth, because that's where she is.
Perth is on the other side of.
I'm aware. Literally on the other side of the world.
I've been to Perth, and I do have some very close connections to Australia, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. You know, just get more people who would, you know, be interested in it down there, and we'll make it worth it. I'm sure Stephanie would love to come down to Australia.
Absolutely. Kirli, we're coming to you, babe. All right, y'all. Well, I just want to say, one, thank you all for being here with us. Sorry, hang on. Marshmallow really wants to say goodbye too.
Oh, bye, Marshmallow. Cutie.
He's like, thank you so much for coming. He had a okay time. He was like, Mother, why aren't you petting me more?
Yeah, you're not petting me enough, but
I want to thank all of you for being here. It's been an absolutely fabulous hour. And if you're catching this on the replay, hi, hello, thank you for being here. Make sure that you subscribe for more shenanigans, because I clearly don't say that enough. Also, make sure you check out Tricia, not only here on YouTube, but also over on Instagram, because those are the main platforms, not only for like PatternCon info, especially Instagram for PatternCon, but also the website has so much information. So patterncon.com for the information as regards to teachers and classes. So just make sure that you're really making sure, because I cannot wait to see you all August of next year in Atlanta.
Yay! Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, everyone.
Wait, we gotta. Bye, everyone. YouTube. Bye, everyone. Have a great afternoon.